Welcome back to the course Scratch Programming for Beginners. Today we'll learn code block control. First we'll learn the concept of control and then we'll go by in detail. So what is control? A program control is how a program makes decision or organizes its activities. It is an important feature and it controls the flow of a program. Whenever you are executing a program, there might be a decision point where you need to break, you need to pause, or you need to iterate over a particular code block. So for example, if else, like if particular statement is true or the logical operation is true, then you need to execute some code block. Else you need to execute some other code block. That is your design principle or your writing logic. Repeat, let's say you are writing a code block and you need to execute it repeated times, then you need to use the repeat. For getting the editor, in you can write scratch.mit.edu on a web browser, then one page will appear. In that page you will get start creating button. Click on that button, you will get the following pages. You need to click control after code section. Okay, then the control, all the control blocks will appear. Now we'll go by in detail. Here is the code editor. Under the code section, click on control. So we'll take the first control to repeat. Okay, so repeat is nothing but your code block will be repeated whatever times you mention. Let's say you are mentioning 10 times. Whatever the code section is here, it will be executed 10 times. Let's go for a simple program. Okay, when I start and repeat 10, that means 10 times, and your sprite is moving to 10. Okay, so if I execute this, you see that it repeatedly moving. And if I go for another one, like say the control, if I go for forever, okay, instead of that, okay, so what is doing, it's the forever, it is moving to 10 steps, one at a step, first 10 and then 10 and then 10, it will move forever. Let's say click here. Now it starts in between, on the edge of that particular execution area. Okay, if I modify a little bit, let's say a motion, and if I put the if edge on bounce, then it will bounce. Yeah, you see it is doing. So what is the basic difference of forever and repeat? Repeat, you can limit it. I mean that you can put number, and that whatever number you mention, the corresponding code block will be inside the code block. Sorry, inside the code block will be executed that many time, whatever you mention. But forever, the corresponding code block inside that code block will be executed infinitely. I mean, unless until you stop it. But you can also control with writing some other code block, that is in advanced chapter we will discuss. Okay, next go to the next control block. Okay, apart from that, what we have, let's put here if and else. Okay, so what is there? If, then, and then execute. So if you see this particular area, it's taking the logical expression. So I will not discuss in detail. We have operator, sorry, operator. Once we discuss the operator, we will come into that area. Just now, you just for familiarity, if that particular expression, here we put an expression, if it is true, then whatever the code is here, that will be executed. Let's say I stop it and I'm taking one operator. So if I take this one and I'm putting that 60, okay,
sorry, 70. When 70 is greater than 50, that is true. Then if true, then this expression evaluates true. Then the inside, let's say I'm putting 10 steps, okay, or I can put 100 steps. Okay, so the sprite will take, I mean, move 100 steps. So if the condition is true, here is the condition is true, then the uh, statement or the block here that will be executed. So that is true. If I put, let's say, 20, then a sprite will not move because this condition is false. Okay, so that is the if block. Another one is if, else, and then. So if particular condition is true, then it will move it. Otherwise, let's go for the same example. Okay, if 50, 20 greater than 30, then move 100 steps. Otherwise, I can put here, let's say, move 10 100 steps minus in the back. Okay, so what it will do, so if this condition is true, then it will execute this one, this block. There might be a more than one block, so I just put it for simplicity, I will put it one block, move 100 steps forward. If it is false, then it will come to the else block. It will go back to uh, in, uh, in the back direction. So if I execute that, it's coming back. Okay, and again execute, is coming back. So if I put something like that, okay, let's say 70 or 60, then this condition is true, then it will move to, then this first block will be executed and second block will not be executed, so it will move forward. Okay, so in this way it works. Apart from that, you have wait and repeat until. Again, that repeat until, wait means some conditional expression is true, then the sprite will wait in that particular condition. Okay, so repeat until, that means if your logical expression or logical operation is true until true, then your uh, your corresponding code block inside your code block that should be executed. Okay, and apart from that, what we have another when I start, that is for cloning purpose. So let's go to that example. Okay, so when I start create the clone, so I can create the clone of that particular sprite here, and it's create the myself. That means the self cloning is there. So if I, and then when I do it, when I start as a clone, I can do some other operation. Let's say start a clone, then I can move 100 steps. Okay, so what it will do, it will create a clone and that clone will move 100 steps. If I run this, yeah, that clone is running 100 steps. And if I, let's say, uh, delete it, and then, yeah, if I delete it, so let's go to that, deleted that. Okay, so nothing is there. If I do this, it's moving that, I delete that, finally it's deleting, so it's deleting the clone. In the next video, what I will do, I will improve the code base of in my previous code, that is a boy jumping on a trampoline. So I will improve that code and also show you how to do a better coding. Stay with me.
This video is a part of video series based on the topic Scratch tutorial for the beginner. If you like this video, then please share, like, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.